What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I am the Poetic Healer, and in today's video, we're going to be reading the poem Full Steam Ahead and Staying Above the Current. So, we're going to start off with Full Steam Ahead. All right, let's get to it. When you take a loss, bounce back twice as hard. No matter what, be proud that you have made it this far. Never let the passion within you get washed away. The only enemy of progress is procrastination and delay. Create a healthy routine that nourishes the soul. There are times that will feel like a setback, but never fold. It is important to find what works for you before participating. Stay goal driven within your lane, and you'll see life can truly be amazing. And that is full steam ahead. Now it says, when you take a loss, bounce back twice as hard. No matter what, be proud that you've made it this far. So, when going through circumstances and situations, when you take a loss, that's just fuel and energy for you to go harder. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you should stop because it's just showing you that you might have a certain limitation. But if you have a vision that you want to achieve and you know that it's at the end of the road, that shouldn't stop you from keep going forward and going full steam ahead, like the poem says. That's the title. So it's very important that when going through certain situations, you can be able to bounce back from it. No matter what, be proud that you've made it this far. So yeah, the more you can strive, the more you're resilient, the more you can actually acknowledge that you're making the effort and making the purpose for you to actually reach where you need to reach. So it's all about having that energy within you and that force within you. And it all comes from within. You have to create that. And then it says, never let the passion within you get washed away. The only enemy of progress is procrastination and delay. So the passion is your energy. That's you gotta switch passion for energy. How much energy you have within you is how far you're gonna go. Just like with a car, depending on how much fuel you have, that's how far you're gonna drive in your destination you're gonna reach. So it's all about you creating that energy within you. And then it says, create a healthy routine that nourishes the soul. There are times that will feel like a setback, but never fold. So the more you work on your routine, especially if it's a routine that you just created, like a new healthy routine that you want to create, at times it might seem very hard because you're just starting something new and you're just becoming familiarized with it. But the more you can make that a routine and a pattern, eventually that will become something that you're accustomed to, and it can be something that you're familiarized with. So it's just all about having that resilience and that persistence for you to keep going. And then it says, it is important to find what works for you before participating. Stay goal driven within your lane, and you'll see life can truly be amazing. So, before participating, whatever you do, make sure there's a reason why you're doing it. Make sure it's something that is aligned within you. It's a frequency that is aligned within you before doing it, or eventually, it's gonna feel like you're just wasting your soul's energy. Okay, you're wasting your energy on something that doesn't expand you or benefit you in the long run. So it's very important that before participating in something, you know what you're getting into. And then it says, stay goal driven within your lane, and you'll see life can truly be amazing. So whatever destination you're going in life, make sure you're in within your lane because if you go into someone else's lane, you're gonna crash. So it's very important that you know where your lane is. You have tunnel vision in what you want to create, and once you have that, everything else will come into fruition. So it's all about having a vision and having a goal first before going into what you're doing. So yeah, guys, that is full steam ahead. Now let's get to the next poem. So the next poem is staying above the current. Happiness is not found in people but yourself. All forms of regret and pain must be felt. Some things are for a specific season. All the answers are within you if you stop and listen. When faced with difficult situations, you either hold or fold. You are here to shine, show the world why your soul is made of gold. Love of self is such an amazing feeling. It is the answer to all situations. The answer is to focus on your vision, disregard your status or reputation. Life is such a valuable tool to test the soul to its capability. Create your own vision of yourself, and you'll be able to reach full capacity. And that is staying above the current. And then it says, happiness is not found in people but yourself. All forms of regret and pain must be felt. So the more you learn that happiness is found within you and you cannot rely on other people to get that happiness, the more you can actually progress more in life and you don't have to wait for other people's validations for you to work on yourself. Because as long as you know what you need to work on yourself, you can take the time to do that. You know what I mean? You can make that process in that time and allocate that time for you to work on yourself. But the more you rely on other people to tell you what you need to work on, the more you're gonna actually block your blessings, because there might be certain things that you don't need to work on that is actually perfectly you, and you need to love about yourself. So it's all about you being the first um, judge, executioner, and jury, judge, jury, and executioner in your situations and in your life. Um, and then it says all forms of regret and pain must be felt. So all forms of regret and pain, you gotta acknowledge these type of things so that you can actually heal from them. But if you don't acknowledge it, you always try to run away from your pain. And the more you can acknowledge it and face it head on, the more you can actually eventually heal, and faster those things will come. And then it says some things are for a specific season. All the answers are within you if you stop and listen. So that's just talking about everything's a season, everything's a cycle. Just like you have the external seasonal cycle, you have spring, summer, fall, and winter. You also have a season within you, also. You know what I mean? And when you're faced with certain situations, you just gotta listen. Listen to that intuition. Listen to that inner voice. That's the best way for you to get your answers. It's the voice within yourself. You know what I mean? And the more you know how to master yourself and you know who you are, the more the voice will become more clearer that is actually uniquely you. And then it says, um, when faced with difficult situations, you either hold or fold. You are here to shine, show the world why your soul is made of gold. So when going through certain situations, you're either going to be in flight or fight mode. And some situations, the more wiser you are, you know when you need to flight, and the more wiser you are, you know when it's time for you to fight. You become more wise in those things and know when to utilize both aspects. And then it says, "You are here to shine, show the world why your soul is made of gold." So just like the sun is shining with the golden sun, you're also here to shine too and illuminate the world with your energy and your charismatic gifts. But the more you can tap into yourself, the more you can shine. But the more you tap into other people, the more you're dimming your light. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to get that inner light from you and create that source of creativity, that source of life, that source of light. You know what I'm saying? And then it says, um, love of self is such an amazing feeling. It is the answer to all situations. The answer is to focus on your vision, disregard your status or reputation. So the love of self is such an amazing feeling. It's the answer to all situations. The more you love yourself, the more you realize that you don't have lacking. And the more you don't have lacking, the more you don't have jealousy or envy for other people's capabilities. The more you actually recognize their benefits and recognize that we can all learn from each other and we can all help each other out and be ourselves. But the more you lack within yourself, the more you're going to want that from someone else. But there's only so much you can take when it comes to the outside world before it's done. You know what I'm saying? But if you have that internal source within you, then it's everlasting and you don't have to seek for something outside of you to inject or ingest. So it's very important. Then it says, life is such a valuable tool to test the soul to its capability. Create your own vision of yourself, and you'll be able to reach all capacity or full capacity. So, life is such a valuable tool. You learn your wisdom and your lessons through experiences and through being in a realm of reality where you can interact with other people, and you can learn things like morals and knowledge and wisdom and how to interact with life and how to bring things from within to the outside world. But it's all about you. It's all about finding that answer within you and realizing that life is just the perfect tools that you'll be able to utilize to build your own vision and your own house for yourself. But the life and the experience is the tools you'll need. Just like you have a hammer and a nail to build things, your life, the hammer will be like the logic, right? Will be like the logic. You're stamping things down, and then the nail will be like the emotions. You're pinpointing where you need to put things together. You know what I'm saying? So that's how things work. It's like you're putting things together and you're putting things into fruition, and things will eventually come into a capacity where you can actually live in that vision. Now you can actually experience that vision. So it's very important that you utilize life as tools to create that house and that internal home for your soul. And then it says, create your own vision of yourself and you'll be able to reach all or full capacity. So the vision starts from within, the power starts from within. And the more you can do that, the more you have everlasting source of resources that will come from within because you are the source creating the resources. And the resources is your creativity and your energy that you utilize to bring into this world to expand the frequency and the vibration of this existence. So you guys, that is staying above the current. So whatever you're doing, try to stay above the current. Don't drown into your situations, and life will gift you with new promises and new gifts and talents that you'll be able to utilize to expand yourself. So you guys, that's the point for today's video. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you soon.